And now for something even more girly, Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle. Fanfiction writers of the world rejoice. The staff of Clamp has spent a weekend masturbating in the corner of a manga shop. And their collective sperm... Actually, wait a minute. There aren't any males on Clamp's staff.
Really?
Okay, well, whatever happens when girls masturbate ended up congealing into Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle. Never before has a gigantic crossover fanfiction love fest thought so highly of itself. I normally would say fanfiction is a crime against humanity, but Tsubasa Chronicle makes me lose all hope for humanity, so I guess it's okay. Tsubasa Chronicle is so poorly written it can kill you. And this is how. The main character, Shaoran, is the son of Shaoran from Cardcaptor Sakura. He's actually a clone of the real Shaoran, and by that I mean the son of the Cardcaptor Sakura Shaoran. Not the Cardcaptor Sakura Sauron himself. Shaoran himself. Watanuki from XXX Holic is sort of another Shaoran who is made to take the place of Sakura's lost memory of the original salmon, Shaoran. Until the clone soulmate, Shaoran, takes his place. The clone of the main character, Sesshomaran, eventually turns evil and was later defeated by the real main character, Shaoran Davis Jr. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is in love with Sakura, who is the daughter of Sakura from Cardcaptor Yu-Gi-Oh! Which, yes, despite the love plot, makes Sakura and Spock related by blood. Kind of. Sakura gets her soul split up into a bunch of feathers and scattered around the multiverse. And now Socrates has to find them, making this the worst and most tedious fetch quest since InuYasha. You remember that old science fiction classic, Sliders? Well, it's kind of like that, but we promise not to make jokes about fast food and spoiler. This is also why we never did spoilers for Zatch Taco Bell, Burger King of Fighters, or McGundam. Fi is this wizard from magical Chobits land, and Kuragane is a samurai from Seriously for the Love of God, Stop Watching Naruto, It's a Horrible Show and You Know It. World. Now see, the funny story was I was supposed to alter that and say AnimeUSA, but we're up here and our computer's down there, so let's just say that you all suck. Yeah, it's not very nice. I'm sorry. We actually love you guys. But
even if you watch Naruto.
Even if you watch... No, we don't love you if you watch Naruto. We are just extreme... Anyway, they both team up... We also hate InuYasha. Anyway, they both team up with Soccer Ball for their own secretive plot-based reasons. So this witch Yuko gives Shitstain a Deus Ex Machina, which allows him to travel through dimensions and get Sakura's soul feathers back. Lather, rinse, repeat until you get so sick of this bullshit you put your suicide note up on fanfiction.net. In the form of a Death Note Code Geass crossover slash.
And speaking of stuff that's dead to me, here's Karis. Dark things are happening in Shinjuku. Blasphemous horrors stalk the night. People are murdered in ways that defy logic. Trust me, those people are being murdered there. Our only hope is a comatose incest baby. That's Tatsunoko's story, and they're sticking to it. Karis is the story of Otoha, the latest in a long line of armored defenders tasked with maintaining the spiritual health of the city in which they are assigned. Barely a week into the job, his first major threat is Echo, who enjoys getting his hair shampooed and running mice through mandalas. There we go. He's also plotting world domination. And to this end, he's building a massive generator made out of torture that allow him to become a cyber demon and take over the world with matrix tentacles. Unless you watched online like a filthy pirate. Taught one of the 5 theaters where both movies were screened. You paid about $22 to learn that. Sorry, this is my first time. This is my first one. Yeah. There we go. Okay, just making sure. This is my first time. Okay. Also, that is in fact $17 he has in there. All you really learn from the first movie is that there's 4411 of something. This guy might be gay. This dude needs blood. And Karis is a doctor or something with the most awesome tea kettle you've ever seen. And his sidekick's name sounds an awful lot like a certain bodily excretion. If it weren't, what the hell? If it weren't for the plot, Karis would be the best thing ever. The fights are epic. The lips are sassy. The credit bullets, they kind of run out of those, so they end up breaking out the credit ants.
Yeah, I just want to apologize for our tech. I originally thought it was just because we were screwing up our own cues, but really our clicker is very much on the fritz right now.
I think it's because it's like reaching all the way through there, through the crowd and shit.
Yeah.
We've never used the clicker that far.
So we really apologize for the misslide cues. We'll do better next time, Mom.
If the audience could lower their electromagnetic resistance, it would really help us out.
Let me take off my power armor.
Actually, if Tager could leave the room, please, that would help a lot.
Iron Tager, if you could leave the room. So you guys all looked. What made you actually think Iron Tager was in this room? He doesn't exist. He's a fighting game character.
And you can catch this on YouTube.
Alright. Speaking of people that only hang out in one section of Tokyo, Durarara. Constantly in the eye catches. We don't know how many times they actually say rah. Durarara is a show about a magical fairy that rides a motorcycle and saves people. This is both the most literal and least representative description of the show that I could think of. What the show spends most of its time on is the chessmaster level complexity of the cast's relationships. So I decided the best way to explain this is via a relationship chart. Here's how you think everyone is related at the beginning of the show. And here's how everything is at the end. So now for a spoiler that doesn't need a complicated chart. Disgay at 3. No. Wait. It's actually really simple. This is Netherworld Academy, an evil high school. Here, students go to class to learn how to be bad. Except that going to class is actually good, so they're not supposed to do that. So the students who are good at being bad don't go to class, so don't learn how to be bad, so they're good, which is bad. Not the bad that's good, the bad that's bad because it's good.
You crashed window.
Start over. Netherworld Academy has classes on how to be bad. That means the teachers must already be bad. They are such bad teachers that when you show up for class, they tell you to go away again because they are too lazy to teach. Only the most disobedient students can force them to teach, and so they're the only ones who get lessons on how to be bad. But they're the delinquents. which means that they don't want to be bad because that would be good. They want to be good because it would be bad. So they get really good at being bad, which is bad, even though it's good to be bad, because they're getting good at being bad to be good, which is bad. Okay. You know what? Forget the fucking school. Disorganization XIII is a game about Mao. I mean a demonic genius named Mao. Damn it. Disorganization XIII is about a fictional character named Mao. Mao is supposedly the Netherworld's biggest genius because he's never gone to class or done any homework, which in turn is because he spent the last 450 continuous years playing Disorganization II. But when his father, the Overlord, the ruler of the Netherworld, accidentally steps on his PlayStation and destroys his 4 million hour save file, Mao decides to kill him and become the Overlord himself. Obviously, this is an evil act, right? Completely in character for the Netherworld's greatest villain. But, except that obviously the best person to kill an evil overlord is a great hero, so Mao must be good to be bad.
Oh no.
But he's a demon, so the only way to become a hero is to beat a hero up and steal his title. So Mao must be bad to be good to be bad. But in his innermost heart, Mao actually wants to be a hero, so he's bad to be good to be bad to be good. I think Casey's computer is underleveled. We're gonna stop and grind with some randomly generated spoilers.